Alright, here's some lights that were out over the trees that I got a picture of. I got several pictures of these kind of lights like this. As you can see, here's another one right here that I captured standing on top of the tank battery when I captured these. Now this is the most spectacular one yet because of this blue interference. So they were either scanning me or they were trying to communicate with me. And there's a UFO in this picture right here. You can see the craft right there. And we don't know what this scan is. It runs the full length of the picture that we took, and it was like they were scanning me or something. We don't know what the deal was going on, but I know the lights started approaching me and things got pretty scary, and I was on top of the battery. And what I did was I went down below the tanks, and then I was afraid that the tanks would get blowed up because they're very flammable. And I walked away. I shut the valve off so I'd quit loading, and I went and I hid behind this right here is a treater. I went behind this separator treater, and I hid behind it. And you can see the trees here. Take note of those and the battery, because in the picture with the alien in it, this tree right here and the tank are visible, and the craft will appear is right up in here. And I'll show you a picture of that one. Okay, this is the tank right here, and this is the trees, and there's the spaceship. Now I'm gonna zoom in here. I'm gonna get you a good solid picture of this alien. We're gonna see if we can get a good look at him. I want you guys to get a good look at him. He is one ugly dude. We're just gonna keep zooming in on him. As you get closer to him, you can see that he's got, we don't know if it's a horn on his head, if that's a helmet, or what this guy's wearing. But I know he's pretty ugly, and you wouldn't want to bring him home for supper. Look at that thing. I tell you what, people say, oh, it's a bad shot of an alien. I tell you what, if you'd have been there with me, only reason I took the picture was because I was too scared to run. Because I really wanted to run, but my knees were shaking too bad to move. So I thought, well, if I'm going to get taken, I might as well get a shot. And maybe I could throw the phone down and somebody will find it and know what happened to me. But as you can see, this is our alien here. Okay, I want to show you this. I have another video here. And right here at the bottom of this screen, right here, this thing, I see something out there and I videotape this. See that? I'm going to back it up now. It just kind of jumps across the bottom of the screen here. It's like something flew out of the trees and flew right back down. And then I was waiting. I kept it running. And here, just fixed it. I'm going to slow frame by frame so you can kind of get a look at this thing. There it takes off, see? And you can see it changes, shapes, colors. It's got the streamers. It looks round at times. And this happened before the craft approached me. And it went out there a ways, but it never left. And then it came back, and then it approached me. But now I want to show you. This mothership that came in later. A lot of you guys have seen this. You can see this thing start coming into view. And you can see it. As you can see here, it's a fuzzy piece of video because this thing came in, it made a 90-degree turn, it's hauling ass, it's probably going 400 miles an hour. And you can see this right here is a vent. It looks like a 4-blade fan or something in a dome structure. And what happens is there's sweet spots in this video. It's blurry at times, and you can take special note of that. See the gas venting, and I can show you later where that came from. As you can see the lights on it, it's got these lights over. We think that's a probe docking bay. And this thing, what's happening now is this thing is transitioning from a vertical position to a horizontal position very quickly. And as it starts coming in view, you can see that these are flares. We're starting to get near one of those sweet spots I was telling you about. Yeah, here, look at this. You see the structure on top of that thing. See the flares? These are 3 giant flares right here. This is like an over and under. And you have to realize, as far away as this thing was, you could probably fly a Cessna airplane in one of those holes right there. This thing was probably a quarter to a half mile big. And it was a good ways from me when I took this. And as you can see, it's got all sorts of structure on it. And this is what the craft looked like. As you can see it when it laid down, it looks like this. That's what we're looking at there, is this left hand side is what I caught of it. I want to get you a good solid picture of this. And people say, well, why don't you just put it on YouTube? Because when I put it on YouTube, it loses resolution once. Then by the time you load it into your player, you lose resolution a second time, and then you can't hardly tell what you're looking at. And plus, I like putting it on here because my computer IP address is all the sorts of data that don't need to be out there, because there are people out there, I guarantee you, who don't want this video seen, and they're not happy about it. And I had it there, as you can see, then I lost it. This here's the power unit. This is what I call the power unit. I don't know for a fact it is a power unit. I know it was above the craft, either hovering or stationed on a tower. And we had these blue glowing power lines that seemed to stretch from this thing and over the surface of the craft. And who knows what kind of power this thing runs off of. And they said, well, you know, what makes you think our military can't have something like this? And I said, because we wouldn't build something like this. We'd utilize the surface space. You know, this thing is solid rock on the bottom, has structure on the top. It was flying 400 miles an hour, making 90-degree turns, and trust me, we don't have anything out there. But the thing was, there's jets in this area. There was 10 minutes before this thing came in, there was F-16s flying over me. And the fact, I don't know if they've seen some of those scout ships that were over there trying to abduct me, or I don't know if this thing was part of the abduction attempt, or what the story is. But I can tell you, I sat there and watched this thing fly over for 4 solid seconds. It took it 4 seconds. I looked at the bottom of it and seen solid rock passing on me for 4 seconds. And then it made a 90-degree turn. And we ain't got anything like that. I can guarantee it. So this is an actual UFO that was either part of the abduction, or if I was just at the right place at the right time, I don't know. But this is something that is completely out of this world. and we're going to keep trying to figure out what this is. I'm going to keep updating data as I find it, and as we discover more, and hopefully at some point we can get some professionals to take this stuff and see if they can do a better job than we did of deciphering it. And a lot of you guys want to know what next, you know. We shot the laser at the UFO. The UFO tried to abduct me. What's next, you know? You think their government's going to come forth with total disclosure? We don't think so. But we have Plan B. Before the government ever discloses anything, we're probably going to have one in a garage here in Texas, baby. That's what I'm thinking about. Thank you guys for watching. Love you. Bye.